how far in my dart is in the back, the first dart. I'm marking it at my waist, just with a dot. All right, so far, I marked the neck, I marked the shoulder blade level, I ran a series of pins down the vertical grain line, and the next step is I'm going to take up my dart now. I'm going to slash again several times, but avoiding the waistline seam, below the waistline seam. Take together the muslin and pin in your dart. Preset. Vanishing.
Is there a distance you shouldn't go past?
All right. You can indicate with your fingernail where the waistline is. Now this dart should not be more, do not make it longer than 7.5 inches in total length up from the waistline, because if you do, then you're going to make it too tight at shoulder blade level. Not more than 7.5 inches long. Okay. So the next step, you're going to mark the bottom of the tape for the back at the waistline to the front of your back waistline dart, cross mark. Mark your vanishing point. Flip the dart over, get the back of the dart, and where it crosses with the waistline. Mark, only make a mark for the far side of the side seam and where the waistline intersects. Place a pin there. Here. Now we're going to go to the upper part. So, you're going to indicate with your fingernail where the neck seam hits and the neck and the shoulder hit. Then you're going to slash around the neck because you're on a curve. Smooth this out. And mark your neck to the neck and shoulder intersection. Cross mark. Now comes the tricky part. The shoulder dart from the front must match the shoulder dart from the back. So, what we're going to do is first bend back the fabric of the muslin and crease it up to the princess. Mark it. Before you take your shoulder dart, you're going to take a pinch of ease on the back shoulder. How much longer is the back shoulder than the front shoulder?
No more than 7
Quarter of an inch.
Pinch 2/16.
No, a 16th and a 16th on the double. That's a quarter of an inch. All right, here. Take a small pinch of ease on your back shoulder, a 16th, no more than that. And you're going to measure your front shoulder now, where the dart hits, from the neck to where the dart starts. Mark that. On your shoulder. And you're going to take up a dart that's a quarter of an inch on the double, no more than a total of half an inch. Angle it to the waistline dart. I want to measure this once more.
Did you mark your princess seam before you took the 1/16 double? Easy.
Wait just a minute. Let me just pin this. Okay, I'm going to repeat this. The neck and shoulder intersection, you mark it. You come down along your back shoulder, take up your 16th on the double. Then you take up your dart. First you take your pinch of ease, then your dart. Then you're going to continue to mark the balance of your shoulder by bending back the muslin, creasing it. Mark the front of the dart. It should be not total, no more than half an inch total. Mark the front of the dart, back of the dart. Take another 16th of an inch before you arrive at the armhole ridge. Get your 2/16, one before, one after the dart. Mark until you arrive at your armhole ridge, course mark, now you're going to place a pin right under the plate and side seam intersection. And you're going to mark the plate with your fingernail so that you can locate where the armhole ridge is. Mark along the armhole ridge. Mark the level of the screw. Cut out a rectangular piece at the level of the screw. Come around the armhole closer and closer as you get right to the plate and side seam intersection. Cross mark it, just mark it. Do not draw in any side seam. And that's what I want you to do now. You mark the front of your dart, the back of your dart, the vanishing point, the shoulder blade level, the front of the dart, the back of the dart. This little dart should not be more than 3 inches in total length and not more than a 1/2 inch in total width. Are there any questions? All right, that's what I want you to do. And we could, if you want to break for lunch now?
Yes.
Okay. All right.